Hello everyone, Lame African Gamer here. Hopefully you guys are doing great. So today I wanted to make a fairly short video going over a new map and a few leaks touching up on the new map for Warzone and pretty much everything leading up to it, so stay tuned. So before I continue, if you are new and you enjoy Apex Legends and Call of Duty content, please consider subscribing as I am very close to 100 subs, and also it's completely free and harmless, so there's really no reason not to. Now let's get into the content. So Warzone has been out for over a year now, and the main map is Verdansk, and that has not changed in any way, shape, or form for a full year. Now, of course, they did add little point of interest like a new train. They also added a subway system, both of which no one really uses. But they also added a new point of interest this season called Shipwreck, and Shipwreck is the main reason why we will see a new map. And I'll definitely dive into that a little later. But moving forward, now when it comes to the maps, the only other map that we see Warzone play on that isn't Verdansk is Rebirth Island, and that's really where everything started for the end of Verdansk. So some of you may be confused on why Rebirth Island is the reason for the end of Verdansk, and to answer that, Rebirth Island is the first place where we saw the Vidonia ship, which is the main ship that carried all the zombies from Rebirth Island all the way to Verdansk. Now what happened then is when it crashed into Verdansk, the zombies were let loose and they were pretty much free to roam throughout Verdansk. Of course, it started off in the shipwreck point of interest. Currently, it's at the prison point of interest. And this is really important because I think we're going to see a new trend when it comes to it. It seems as though the zombies are getting way more hostile as they move towards different points of interest. Because in Shipwreck, we saw just a gas zombies and normal zombies. Now in prison, we see not only gas and normal zombies, but we also see explosive zombies. So I assume every time the zombies move to a new point of interest, they evolve, and a few of them are a little more hostile or dangerous than others. Now this furthermore proves my concept of once the zombies reach upwards to a military base and dam, the nuke should be able to go off. There should be missiles and nukes leading off because the zombies will be much more hostile and much more dangerous to deal with as they currently are. And that's the main rumor going around when it comes to the end of Verdansk, and that's really why Rebirth Island is the reason for the end of Verdansk. Now you may ask, what's going to happen to the main map of Warzone and what is it going to be? Now to answer that, I've actually covered this topic a couple of times before in older videos, but to resurface them, I said we have three choices. The first being we get a destroyed Verdansk and we stick with the Verdansk layout. The second being we get an entirely new map and entire new layout. And the third is we not only get the Verdansk destroyed map, but we also get the brand new map we've never played on before. Now the last one is more of a quote-unquote good ending version where we get two maps instead of one, but that's all from before. Now I haven't covered a new map yet, and this is what this video is about, so I'll definitely go over it. But just in case we get a destroyed Verdansk, that'll obviously be due to the nukes that I've gone over before. Now finally, let's go over the new map that may or may not come. Now at the end of the day, these are all leaks and rumors, so take all of this with a grain of salt. But the new map is supposed to be called the Ural Mountains, and it consists of the three big maps that are currently in Black Ops Cold War and the Season 2 Outbreak mode. Now the three big maps are called Alpine, Sanatorium, and Ruka. Those are of course from the Fireteam Dirty Bomb mode, and this makes sense. I'll definitely go over that a little later near the end of the video, but for now, these are the three big maps that we are looking at when it comes to a brand new Warzone mode, or map I should say. And yes, I know, only 3 maps from the Black Ops Cold War Fireteam Dirty Bomb section seem to be a little small for Warzone's big map, but we do have confirmation that next week, which is the season update, the mid-season update for Season 2, we will get a new map for Fireteam Dirty Bomb, which will not only make it bigger, but also strengthen my claim that it will fit Warzone. Now, to furthermore strengthen my claim, we already know that this type of stuff has happened before with Modern Warfare and their mode Ground War. Now, way back before Warzone was even released, we knew that there were a mode by the name of Ground War, and it's literally exactly like Fireteam Dirty Bomb, but for Modern Warfare. And they taken a lot of the point of interest from Ground War and Modern Warfare and turned it into the Warzone map. So if you play a lot of Warzone, you go to Lumberyard. That is its own little, I guess, mode or its own little map within Ground War and Modern Warfare. So that's pretty interesting how they decided to connect those things, and that is of course foreshadowing in one way or another that all these Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps will sooner or later be in Warzone. Now before I go, I want to just sum everything up that I went over today. To start off, we already know a nuke is going to come, and of course it's rumored, but it all just makes too much sense for it to be fake. Now in this case, we already know the zombies get more hostile after every point of interest they go to. The more hostile they get, the more damage they can take, and the more dangerous they are, so nuking them off of Verdansk would be great in the sense of the operators. Now due to the fact that Verdansk is going to get nuked sooner or later, we know we're going to have to move to a new map, which is the Ural Mountains. Now the Ural Mountains is consisting of a few of the modes from Black Ops Cold War, or I should say the maps, which are Alpine Sanatorium and Ruka, and a fourth one that's coming next week. In this case, these are from the Black Ops Cold War version of Ground War, which is just Dirty Bomb, and these will make up the new Warzone map, allegedly. Now, these are all leaks and rumors at the end of the day, so please take this with a grain of salt. But yeah, these all seem to add up perfectly, and this is something I guess you should look to, but not too deep to the point where you get too hyped, if you know what I mean. But with that said and done, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, also subscribe. With that said and done, peace out.